Howdy, moderators. This is Brian Escobedo, Systems Director with Combined Arms, and thank you for volunteering. Sincerely, thank you so much because this is something we put together very quickly in response to the fall of Afghanistan. So I wanted to cover this document instead of writing a big long email. I just want to send you all the video. So I'm sharing my screen. These are the moderators that we have so far. The counts right now at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time is about 80 registrants. All right, that's without you all registering, so we're at about 90. We're expecting over 100 by this evening, so we are trying to recruit more moderators, and so please do help out with that if you can. I want to remind you that this one tonight is for vets, but tomorrow we'll have one for SIVs. Now that'll be a smaller population. We would love if you can come back tomorrow for the same setup, 7 p.m. Central, 90 minutes. If you can't come back, please do. If you can't, please do help us to find a replacement for you, so we have a good amount of moderators to break out people, so we have small groups. Okay, so this is the moderator list. If you can come tomorrow, please add an X to Wednesday. Ground rules. So this is the schedule. So I'll be covering ground rules at 7:05. And so I ask you all to come to the meeting room 15 minutes prior so we can go over topic questions. But here are the ground rules, and here's tactics. So tactics, call on silent people. We want to make sure that everybody's voice is being heard. Like as in, hey, so-and-so, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you like to share some ideas, right? And just let them speak. 2, enforce the 2-minute speaking rule time. Gently enforce the 2-minute speaking time. That's just out of respect. Unless someone's on a roll, you'll know. Use your best judgment. 3, kick out gawkers. There may be people logging in just to listen and to view, and I think that's inappropriate. I think that we really need to make sure that people in our rooms are genuinely there to participate. 4, no camera, no entry unless you're on the phone. We don't want people just kind of sitting there and listening, observing with their camera off and not participating. If you notice that, please do feel free to kick them out of the room. All right, so let's go over ground rules. I only came up with 3. 1 is 2-minute speaking time. 2 is take turns, and 3 is cameras on. Okay, cameras on is very important. We need to see eye to eye and engage with each other. So do's, do listen to each other, do affirm each other, do be honest. Don'ts, no interrupting, bullying, or attacking. No recording. So we're not going to record this event, nor should anybody be recording the event. No judgment and no politics. Okay, tools. I'll review how to use the emojis, how to raise the hand, and the comment box. And I'm going to say, let's use the comment box to support each other. Okay, so moving on to schedule. Here's the run of show. 6:45. I ask you all to hop on so we can review the topic questions. 7, we'll admit all participants and wait 5 minutes until we begin. We'll cover the ground rules at that time. After that, we'll indicate that there's going to be mental health resources. So we'll go directly into breakout sessions at 7:08. We'll return at 7:50. At 7:50, we're going to ask, I'll let you all decide. My initial thought is that at 7:50, when we come back in, each one of the moderators take 10 seconds to brief on the general sentiment or the common theme in their room, whatever that might be, right? That way that we have awareness from all sides of what's happening in the rooms, and that we kind of capture the common sentiment and feeling of the whole group of participants. That's important because we do intend to send a survey out later to say, do you all agree with these, or did you feel these certain things? Something to that degree. We haven't quite settled on what the questions will be, but okay, so after that, we'll send people back into the breakout rooms. And so this will go from 7:55 to 8:25. At that time, this is the end where we're going to dismiss. Now, this is the point where we'll discuss, or we'll make people aware of the mental health resources that are available. So Endeavor's Cohen Network, VA, and just generally Combined Arms, the Veteran Wellness Alliance. We're going to plug all of them. So what I ask is that you have, if you are a mental health provider, please do be able to either add your registration link and put your email in there, whatever you need to. If you want people to connect to you directly, post it in there. So I'll start those last 5 minutes with, please check the chat, copy these links, then we'll go through. Now, if you want to speak directly about your program, we only have 5 minutes. So I ask that you do keep it to 20, 30 seconds as quick as possible, just so people can put a face to the organization. That's perfectly fine. And we do want to thank you for coming in, and we certainly want to send people to your organizations. Okay, so next is discussion questions. All right, discussion questions. I've only come up with 2, and the first one is, what was your reaction when you realized the Taliban was taking over? And 2, how do you think How do you think this affects your legacy of service? So one being immediate reaction to the current environment, and two, the long-term kind of self retrospective of looking back at yourself as a person during the post 9/11 generation, and does this change your concept of yourself, so on and so forth. We want to stay away from politics. We want to stay away from contentious or from straight negative or leading questions that lead to negative conversation. Not afraid of negative feelings or emotions, but I do need some help with discussion questions. So please do edit these here if you can. And then finally, we need you to register for the event. So if you can, click on the first day one. This link will take you directly to the registration page, which you'll also see in the email that this video is attached to. And so once again, thank you all, and I'll see you at 6:45 Central Time on the link.